Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Love Lies and Lace Fronts. Welcome back, guys. Guys, guess what? It is November 2nd, and we are all the way up into what I like to call Livember. You know it. If you've been around here long enough, you already know. Okay. You already know. Okay. You already know. Anywho, guys, this is what's going on here. Let's just get into it. Keisha put up a video, and we're not going to get all the way deep into it because I'm just going to be honest. We have heard this story many times. We've heard this story many times, numerous times, baby, too many times. Okay. Many times, all the time. Why? Why, ma'am? I don't know if you watched it. If you watched it, please make sure to comment down below and let me know if you watched this video. I mean, baby, okay? This is what's going on here. Keisha is talking about her life back in high school. She's talking about things that happened damn half of her life ago. Ma'am is 31. She's talking about when she was in high school, and maybe it was a pivotal time in her life, so I'm not going to poo-poo it like that, but what I'm going to say is, baby, we've heard this story before. We've heard this story. We've heard it numerous times. We've heard this. I forgot what the name of the book was. Q the Relations. We've heard the Keesha Kaylee, Jeremy story. I don't even remember all the books. Is it Q the Relations, girl? The other girl, I don't remember. All the two books, the two pamphlets. We've heard this story numerous times. And what I want to ask is, for somebody who is a newlywed, for someone who is a newlywed in the county of Douglas, okay? And a new to be mother of a fourth child, your husband's fifth. Why are we talking about old relationships, old old news, old trauma, old everything? Why are we talking about this as you are making a new life? Why are you talking about all of this on another video? Why is this not resolved yet in your own mind? So let me tell you what's going on here, guys. This is the deal. So I had to ask YouTube algorithm. I had to ask YouTube AI. I don't know if you guys ever use the ask button, but I do. The ask button told me in this episode of She Speaks, this is what Keisha is calling her podcast, her pod. She's calling it She Speaks. In this episode of She Speaks, Keesha Kaylee reflects on her 10 years on YouTube and decides to open up about a deeply personal experience she previously hadn't shared. That's, girl, ma'am, you haven't shared your high school story and your story about you and the young lady that you used to deal with? You hadn't shared that? I beg to differ, but okay. A deeply personal experiences she previously hadn't shared. I find that hard to believe. We'll click on some of these links a little bit before we leave out, but let me just well, okay, let's hear a second. I'm changing as we're recording. Let's see. Girl. Okay. Now what's this
You're new here. I am Keesha Kaylee, and I have been on this YouTube platform for 10 years. I'm about to be 32.
32, but we're talking about a relationship you had when you were 15.
And
Okay.
you guys met me when I was 20, turning 21 or something like that. And I've been doing the damn thing ever since. There's been a lot of highs, a lot of lows, a lot of great moments that I was super excited to share with you guys. Becoming a mom, my journey into becoming a wife, just like my growing family, career milestones, all of those things. And of course, there has been some shit shows. It comes with that for sure. And I think where I am right now, I've done the work internally. Like, I've literally done the work internally, and I think I'm at a good place to kind of start opening up with you guys about a lot of things that I kind of never talked about. Even though I've pretty much had my life, my entire 20s, on the internet for everybody to see, critique, criticize,
Okay. We've heard all that before. We've heard that. Okay.
understand. This particular episode, I went back and forth about it. I'm not gonna lie. From the day that I filmed my video telling you guys that me and my girlfriend broke up and that I was talking to guys, I never closed that chapter on this platform properly. Not that I owed anybody no explanation.
I just think this is what I think, guys. And you guys could say I'm wrong. Okay. Please do. Comment down below. This girl hasn't been married 90 days yet. If for those of you who don't believe that she's married, go to Douglas County and you can find out. I'm not going to provide the paperwork on that. But if you go to Douglas County marriage records, all you got to do is look it up. You know everybody's name, and that's it. That's all. The bottom line is this girl's been married for less than 90 days. Why are you sitting having a deep conversation about a relationship that you had a lifetime ago? You're 31, getting ready to be 32, and you're talking about something that happened when you were 15 as you are a newlywed. It's, you know what I'm saying? I guess if she feels like it's something she needs to talk about to get off of her chest, but I just find it highly inappropriate as a new wife and a woman who is in the process of pregnancy and trying to focus on positivity and your current relationship. Why are you sitting here focusing on something that happened as a minor and also another lifetime ago? If you feel like it's a must because maybe you're talking to young women out here who may be going through a similar set of circumstances, trying to find themselves and all of those things, I guess I just find it highly inappropriate. And also, as you know, look, I'm not even speaking in reference to Jeremy, but like I said, as a new wife, it's just weird to me to be speaking on something that is not centered and focused on the relationship that you're currently in and the marriage that should be the focus of what you've got going on, rather than talking about something for content that really isn't even part of your life anymore. Not to say it's a secret, but damn it, we've heard this story before. But okay. Okay, let me tell you what YouTube is going to tell you this episode is about. Okay. In this episode of She Speaks, that's her podcast, She Speaks, Keesha Kaylee reflects on 10 years on YouTube, decides to open up about a deeply personal experience she previously hadn't shared. She explains her past identity as Keesha the lesbian to her audience and her decision to finally close that chapter, emphasizing that her story is her truth and not a judgment on others. Keesha recounts her first same sex relationship at 15 with a girl named Carol. Is that the real name? Like, do you have Carol's permission? Because Carol might not want you talking about what she was doing as a minor. Like, you're grown now. Anyway, she describes her telling her mom, who reacted with disappointment, leading to her to keep the relationship a secret. The relationship quickly became controlling, isolating her from friends and family, and she faced judgment and discomfort from teachers and peers. A particularly traumatic incident involved a panic attack after a rumor led to her being verbally abused by a coach. The relationship escalated to physical abuse, prompting Keesha to transfer schools and leave the county to escape the situation. Even after this toxic relationship ended, she continued to be identified as lesbian Keisha by others, leading her into further same sex relationships. She concludes by describing a period of spiritual struggle, feeling heavy about her identity and fearing going into hell, which led her to seek spiritual guidance. Girl, okay, Keisha's mom was disappointed because Keisha's confused being in a relationship with a girl, um stating something that, okay, let's see.
in the back of her car, and she said, "I didn't raise you to be no gay girl." So, and a couple
That's what Miss Sandra said to her, okay? All right, that's what Miss Sandra said.
saying to me, and I was taken aback because that was the first time in my entire life, my entire 15 years of being on the earth, where my mom was disappointed in me and beyond disappointment. Like it was no.
Okay, that's for you and your mom, hun. Okay. Keisha's peers identified. Okay. After her toxic relationship ended, people still strongly identified her. She mentions, I mean, I don't know if this is, look, this is her first podcast episode. I'm trying to understand what this was all about. I am not digging deep into this episode. This is to me, this is I needed content. I need a good long story time to talk about, and I'm going to pick this topic. To me, again, like I said, as somebody who is in a relationship, I find it very peculiar to pick this topic as a newlywed, as somebody who literally got married not too long ago, and for someone who should be focused on different things. If she's doing this for her audience and feels that somebody out here needs to hear this, I find it hard to believe that she has a young enough audience where people are in high school and are relating back to her at this moment. She's not in high school. She's not in college anymore. You are a mommy that has 4 kids running around the house, 3 that are yours and 4 that belong to your husband altogether. Okay. And homeschooling and all of those things. I don't think anybody who is in the 15-year-old bracket or high school are watching your channel for any kind of guidance on what they should do or how they should feel if something like this is occurring current day. This is something that happened a generation ago. Okay. This happened 15 years ago. Okay. And she's still bringing up people and names and all kinds of things, talking about high school and cheerleading and all of the things. And I'm only saying this because I haven't been watching Keisha since the Spelman days. I've been watching Keisha since um the Lily days, the days when August, right after August was born, probably he was about 6 months old, leading up to his first birthday to now, when I started watching Keisha. So maybe 5 years or so. At the end of the day, the bottom line is that all the people who have been watching her channel have heard this story. And, some people don't even feel comfortable hearing stories about teenagers and their discovery of what their sex life is going to look like or was. And I just think her audience now is completely different. But people, I guess her audience is watching the video, I'm assuming. I mean, we'll take a look at the comments before we go. Um, but let's see. Thank you for the transparency and being vulnerable. Your growth is impeachable. Oh, okay. All right. Uh I love this era for you. I see growth. I see standing you. I see you. Keep up the amazing work. So her talking about her situation. Every time I clicked into a part of this video, it was more, it was just I don't know. I just wasn't interested in it. I'm going to be honest. I just wasn't interested. Is that bad?
So to speak. I'm at Spelman College and this and the third, and it's like, oh my gosh, like
When are we going to get out of high school and college? When is this grown ass woman with soon to be 4 kids and a stepson going to stop talking about high school? That's what I would like to
there's
know.
nothing you can do to make it work. There's nothing you can do. When God puts his hand on something and says, look, I've done tried to get you out of this. I done tried to tell you what I want for you, what I see for you, my daughter. And that's exactly what God sat me down and spoke to me. He told me, I see you being a wife. I see you being a mom. I see you following the order of operations that I ordained for you, that I wrote down in the book for everybody to be able to open up and read and understand how things should go. And when you do things out of order, when you do things outside of God's order, you can't be surprised.
So now is that she's saying that you can't be a wife, a mother, and square with God as in a same-sex relationship? I don't know because didn't see that part. But is this the message that God was giving you? So then He sent you Jeremy. Is that what we're talking about here? I don't know. You guys let me know. I was not into watching this because I was just like, I feel like I've heard this message like 5 times.
Daughter, you're supposed to be a wife and a mother.
Oh,
This is
okay.
not what I have for you. Please step your little voice in the back of my head. Call on him, talk to him. He will reveal what you need to do, and you need to. But what I would say for me, when God spoke to me personally, he
Maybe you just realized that you were heterosexual.
but of course, I wasn't eating the way that I should have been eating because I was so depressed. And which, in a way, like I said in the beginning, that is a normal response. People do deserve their privacy and understanding when they don't want to discuss things with thousands of people on the internet. But at the same time, I know how to the school therapist to talk to someone and vent to someone because things have been bottled up in my head for so long that I don't know what the hell to do at this point. And I couldn't just choose me, regardless of who I was dating or anything like that. I just could not choose me. And like I said, I started to see some stuff. Those toxic things in those relationships showed themselves up. I started to lose value within myself, and I took that into other relations and relationships after that. Not that there were many, because there was only one guy I talked to before even talking to Jeremy. Well, one guy that I was dating. I talked to several. Let's be clear. But
Girl, the story just always gets so. Girl, when are you going to just tell this story for one last time? Can we hear the last best version and be done with it?
goals and aspirations, who's not affectionate with you whatsoever, so bad to the point that it's now affected me in my new relationship, my relationship now. We will talk about me and my current relationship on another podcast series, but it affected me to this day with the lack of affection I receive to now how I am affectionate, how I'm able to give and receive affection in my relationship. Someone who is all hell broke loose for a very long period of time in my life, and regardless, there was stuff that was in a terrible situation that you don't have to be in, and I didn't listen. I just kept thinking like there is no way it can be me, like it's just me, like how could this happen to me type of. The more you speak out for me, it's not about will you sin again, it's not will you make another mistake, it's not will you be. That's why you're going through this. You got to get out of that relationship first before somebody can help you. And drives his truck off. And my girlfriend first, he literally looks at me and tells me, knees, blood, and everything. So you can only assume I'm for sure a minor, on my teeth, and young looking and everything. So you can only assume this man don't know how old I am. And then they was like, that's your problem. Please help me. Please help me. Please call someone. Like I need help. Are you okay? And I'm just like, no, no, no. Like, please help me, please help me, please call someone, like I need help. And then they were like, what happened, what happened? I was like, my girlfriend, she kicked me out, she's leaving me here, I don't know how to get back home, blah blah blah. And they was like, girlfriend? And then they was like, that's your problem right there. Like literally in the middle of nowhere, this man don't know how old I am, but I'm small, petite, and young looking and everything, so you can only assume I'm for sure a minor, on my knees, blood, skin, stuff everywhere, crying and at a truck spot. And he literally looks at me and tells me, God don't want you in that relationship. That's why you're going through this. You got to get out of that relationship first before somebody can help you. And drives his truck off.
Girl. Okay.
And my girlfriend gets out the car and said, I told you, looks at me dead in my eyes and said, I told you, nobody ever going to rescue your ass like me. Now get your raggedy ass up and get in the car. And I'm just like, I could not believe it. Like, I love you. I love so hard. I love. We were relating off the strength of all of the toxic things that any and everything, and I'm going to continue that because I never want.
Okay, so Keisha was in an abusive relationship with the young lady that she was dating. Look, at the end of the day, I all I can say from a relationship perspective is abusive relationships are no go, and nobody should be tolerating abuse in any sort of a relationship in any way, shape, or form. And at the end of the day, ma'am, I feel like we have heard this story before, and I don't feel like we're not going to hear it again. I feel like it's just a matter of time. Keisha drags this story up. This is a very pivotal, there's obviously a pivotal situation for her, making this discovery in her life. And good. I'm glad that she made it out of it. At the end of the day, sis, you're married now. You got 3 kids, 4 on the way, a stepson, all of the things. You got the damn man of your dreams. You got Prince Charming over there. Baby, what's the problem? When will this stop being content? That's what I want to know. When will this stop being content? Look, maybe, like I said, maybe somebody out there needed to hear an empowering story of self-discovery and learning about yourself and all of the things as a young woman, and now a woman who is not young anymore, and who still enjoys talking about high school and all of the things in high school and a horrible relationship as a newlywed and an expectant mother. Baby, I can't get with it. If you watched it and you made it through it, let me know down in the comments. When I realized what the topic was, y'all, I peaced out. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I have no interest in the high school, college days. I have no interest in that. So you let me know. I'm certainly glad to hear of the victory of exiting a terrible toxic relationship. But at the end of the day, like I said, maybe I've said this 5 times already. Baby, we've heard it before. We've heard it before. So it's nothing really new. It's nothing really new. So I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. Did you watch it? Are you gonna watch it? Are you wanting to hear this story for the however manyth time? Are you going to be tuning into She Speaks? Okay. Let me know down below. Girl, I'm gonna have to see y'all later. Okay. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe to this channel. Make sure to subscribe to this channel and make sure that your notifications are set so that when I go live, post another video, do all of everything, you will be notified. So again, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Okay. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I guess that's it, y'all. I guess that's it. I'll see you guys next time, next episode. Okay. I hope that you're having a wonderful day whenever you see this. And I'll see you again very soon. Bye, guys.
My man, bitch. Oh, don't try to read me out. And my man, thank you to my man. And my man. Oh, don't try to read me out. My man. Ooh, real bad.
Still the same. Yeah. Period. Don't play with me.
And y'all keep seeing us together. Yes, that video was true. I was in the process of divorcing him. I hired a divorce attorney, paid the retainer, like, I'm done, it's through, no breakup. And he was like, okay, if that's really what you want to do. But see, my husband, I'm there.
That's my man, bitch.